Alright, let's get started. So, today we're going to be learning how to make a talking NPC in Roblox Studio using computer. So, here, when you go to Roblox Studio, as you can see in your sidebar, there's Recents, Home, Experiences, and Templates. Some of you, if you're on a smaller computer, may have to scroll down to see templates, but most people's computers will be big enough to just see templates regularly. And also, just a warning, it may just show the icons, depending on if you have it in or not. I currently have it out, but if it is in, as you can see, the clock you're seeing or something looks like a backwards clock is Recents. The home you're seeing is Home. This file with Roblox on it is Experiences. And these three squares or rectangles, quadrilaterals, are templates. So we're going to tap Templates, and it's going to show you all sorts of templates. Like Classic Obby will give you a starting of a Classic Obby to get started off with. Pirate Island is going to get you started off with a Pirate Island to get you started off with. So I'm going to click New Experience, but I do recommend Base Plate, New Experience, or a Classic Base Plate. Flat terrain sometimes makes your object, it goes into your objects and makes them look a little wacky. And platformer and stuff like this, well, there's millions of people who probably use them, and we don't know who's using them. So someone's could be almost exactly the same as yours, because if someone uses a racing template and then doesn't change much on it, then it might, and you do the same thing, you just use the racing template and don't really change a lot, then your games might be exactly the same, and people are going to wonder who's a copy of who, and then just not want to play either because they don't know who's the copy of who. And no one's the copy of no one. You just both are the copy of Roblox templates. So, yeah. So, I'm going to click New Experience, though, because that just sends me straight to Base Plate, and Base Plate is good for blankness. Now, some of you may not have this pop-up, but some of you might have this pop-up, and if it does pop up and you want it there, you can, but I'm going to close it out just because it takes up lots of space. Now, if I search up house, though, it'll give you like a bunch of examples of a house to add to your world, so that's what it's for, basically. Like, just search up anything, and it'll try and find it if it's in its database. But I will recommend closing it out. If you don't want to, that's all right. Now, some people will have this already open, and some people won't have it open. Some people will have one open, some people will not have the other. But just in case, go to View, push Explore and Properties, because one may be open and the other may be not. And yeah, so they should pop up, and some will look different, but it should pop up like this, kind of. Looks similar to this. Now, at the top, there's your undo, your redo, your test, and your home, model, avatar, test, view, and plugins. And these may look complicated, but we're dealing with like one that's not really that complicated. So first, we're gonna go to Rig Builder at the top and customize the settings for your rig. So you can choose R6, but R6 makes the body a little different, and you may not like it. And so I would recommend choosing your avatar, because your avatar is going to show up as your Roblox avatar if you're signed in on your Roblox account. So I would recommend doing my avatar. Or you could do skinned avatar, arthro avatar, block avatar, mesh avatar, and mesh avatar from a different year. But I'm just going to do my avatar because my avatar is pretty cute. And I just changed it yesterday. It's playing a obby, and I don't know why it spawned two of her. If it does that, just go ahead and delete one of them. Now, most people's will spawn near to the ground, but some people's have spawned all the way up here sometimes, I know. So if you want an exact position. So here's something that you'll be able to find in home, model, and avatar only. Nowhere else. In plugins, not in view, not in test. But you can find that in here. So select, we'll put it near where you want it to be, but not in the exact inches spot because it will move it to where the near spot is. If you want an exact, precise area, like I just want it to move like 1 centimeter over, then yeah, 1 block over, 1 block over, 1 line, 1 block, 1 line, 1 block, 1 line, 1 block. Alright, so I'm just gonna push mine on this tiny little block just because yeah. Scale will make your character bigger and smaller. And rotate, the blue is diagonally, the red is vertically, and the green is horizontally. And you can create different angles with different tools. Like if you were to put it in mine, just like diagonally, horizontally right now, I don't know. Whatever it is, I really don't bother checking all of the names because those aren't as important much. As long as you know what they do, it's good. Alright. So, in the Explorer, you might see something that says rig. If you tap that, it will highlight your rig in your game. Or you could just tap on your rig and it will highlight it in Explorer. I'm going to right click my rig, rename it, name it a girl. Actually, I'll just name her Tutorial Girl because that's fun. And so, Tutorial Girl and the properties, you're going to see a bunch of stuff. But we're not going to mess with anything here because that might mess up your person or whatever you name them. So we're going to push the arrow next to Tutorial Girl, which should open up a drop-down menu. I'm going to press the plus sign next to it so that you can add script. And then this is going to pop up usually. But sometimes it'll just keep you at your world. And if you see print hello world, just delete that now so you don't have to do it later. Don't do anything else. Then at head, there should be a body part. Usually it's below animate. Sometimes it's not. Just look, it'll say head. If there's not a head, that means your NPC does not have a head. If your NPC is headless, you might have a problem. So I would recommend doing a block avatar if your real life avatar is headless. Then it could cause your NPC to lag out because we need to put something in the head. So I would just customize an NPC. But we're going to tap on the arrow next to head, and it should highlight the head inside your NPC, and tap proximity prompt. Now that should be, proximity prompt is most of the time in frequently used or in 3D interfaces. Actually, not really in frequently used. I just use proximity prompt a lot, but it usually is in 3D interfaces. But sometimes it might not be. So you have to search a proximity prompt, and it'll give you a proximity prompt. They're both the same thing as of right now. I'm going to delete one though because we don't want to. So this action text is like talk. So it's going to say press like E to talk to your NPC. And then you're going to scroll down, and because you have to change your action text to talk, your object text, which should be under name but might not be, to whatever you want to show up as to talk to. Like it'll say press E to talk to Tutorial Girl because I named my Tutorial Girl in object text. So it says requires line of sight, which should be under parent, close to object text, but sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. Then you're going to unclick the checkbox next to that if it's not already unclicked. Then you can X out your properties for a proximity prompt and tap on script. Now, once you see script and tap on it, up here there should be something that says place to. Next to that, there's something that says script. That'll take you to the area where you get to script all of your scripting stuff. Alright. Sorry, someone is being a little loud in the background. That's okay. Please. So, you're going to type in this, and just this, exactly this. It has to be exactly the same. So the colors may, your colors may be different depending on your settings. Like if yours is dark, like mine, it might be rainbow. But if yours is white, like a different screen maybe, it might be white and blue. So the colors don't matter. Don't worry about the colors. But it has to look exactly the same other than the colors. Exactly like this. If there's anything different, then your NPC might not talk. So, here though, once you're done typing this, you can go ahead and pause and type it. Okay, so then here where it says local chat list equals, we're going to type in quotation mark. Oh, not that. Quotation mark. And it will already add the 2 quotation marks for you. Then you're going to type in what you want your NPC to say. So, for example, I'm going to make mine say, hi there. Then, if you're going to do multiple sentences, put, comma, space, quotation mark, hello. And it'll show up like this. Now, just letting you know, this is not an AI, it's an NPC. So some people think that it's going to just say this as choose one of these for the starting sentences, but no. This is a list of stuff your NPC can choose to say from. So it's going to choose to say hello, because it's going to choose to say hi there, but it's going to randomize it. It's just going to pick a random one from the list. Doesn't depend on what the player says to the NPC. The NPC is literally just going to say one of these things randomly. It's not, it's really not going to react to what the player says. So if a player is being mean to the NPC, it'll still say whatever you want it to say. It'll still just say one of these random things. It's not going to react to what the player says and be like, well, I think you're mean too, or something. It's just going to say one of these things randomly. So, and then when you play, once you play, you can do that by tapping play up here, a blue button that looks a lot like a YouTube play thing, or in here in the home tab. And you should see your rig. Hi rig, you look exactly like me. You're so slay. I'm gonna press E. And look, she's talking to me. Hello, hi there, hello, hello, hello. But it will not show up in chat. So in the real life game, when you talk to your NPC, it's not going to show up in chat at all because it's not actually chatting. It's just saying bubble text, randomized bubble text, because it's not actually chatting to you. So Roblox doesn't need to keep track of what it's going to say. And also make sure not to put anything inappropriate that your NPC is saying, because I don't know for sure, but you could get banned for making your NPC say something bad to a player. Also, please try and put nice stuff unless your character's already listed as a sassy character, because like you might think it's going to say something mean to a mean person. It's going to say the mean thing you put to a mean person and the nice thing you put to a nice person, but it's not. It might end up doing the exact opposite and making some person who is being really nice to your NPC feel super bad and feel super sad, because it might say something mean to a nice person and something nice to a mean person who really didn't deserve it. Nice with your scripting. Don't say anything inappropriate, because I don't know whether or not you can get banned. And yeah, have fun, but also make sure that if anything did not work, like your NPC didn't talk, your proximity prompt didn't show up, your rig did not spawn, your rig is lagged out all the way over there when you added it at spawn, something like that, then you have to check back in the video to make sure that you followed all the steps correctly. Because if you didn't, it can result in, well, your NPC not working. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Say bye, NPC. Bye, fans. Like and subscribe. Yes! And one more thing, you guys. So, after all this hard work we did to make our NPC talk, make sure that you go to File at the top corner. You press Save to Roblox. Name your game. I'm going to name mine Tutorial World. Console, and choose what devices can play on it, and save. Otherwise, you might come back and maybe Roblox will auto save it for you, but sometimes it does not because it's busy auto saving someone else, and it cancels off your auto save. And then you lose all your great progress that you really worked hard on. So if I were you, I would make sure not to let that happen. And then later on, you can click Game Settings in Home and change all sorts of stuff. I'm going to push Enable Microphone to make sure that people with VC can chat in my experience. And to make it public, you have to go to Permissions, Public, Save, and then Publish to Roblox, and it will publish everything of your game. But since this is just a tutorial world, I don't want this to be played. I just want it there. I just want it here to make sure. Save. Yes. I just want to make sure that people can use this to learn. Well, yeah. Goodbye, guys.